When planning for Eureka math lesson, I start with the assessments. So I always take time to look at either the end of module or the mid-module assessment so that I can see what's coming up for the kids. And from there, I kind of go into the lessons themselves. I always watch the videos. The videos are super helpful because there are things that I've not taught before, or strategies basically, and I'm able to see it in action. So I really love watching the videos. And then I make sure that I read through the whole teacher's guide for that lesson so that I can make sure that I'm picking up on all the things that I need to reinforce with my students. The great thing about Eureka Math is that you don't have to do a lot of adapting. They have built in so many strategies for different types of students that it's just not necessary to adapt too much. But what I have to do is that I think about my own individual students, and then I use the tools and strategies they have. And so they have a lot of scaffolding, they have a lot of manipulatives, and so I use all of that, and I don't have to go outside to adapt, but I can adapt right within the Eureka materials. So I think the biggest challenge with Eureka is that it's just all so new to us. And so for me, I like to do math one way. But the way that Eureka is set up, it's not the way that I'm used to, it's not the way that I was taught. And so I have to really make sure that I focus on the strategies and the tools that Eureka has so that I'm able to teach them to my students and develop them conceptually the way that Eureka is set up throughout the curriculum. The thing that my students find most challenging about the Eureka curriculum is that it's very conceptual based, so most of the problems are a real world application, and that comes with a lot of words. And so the students aren't really used to reading in mathematics, and now they have to do a lot of that. But surprisingly, they're actually adapting to it much more quickly than I thought they would. I thought that it would be more challenging, but because they're so young and they're so eager to learn, it's actually not that bad. So as a parent who has experienced this type of curriculum with my own child, I encourage all parents, just give the curriculum a try. Don't knock it until you tried it. So it is definitely different from the way that we as parents have learned. And so that sometimes makes us a little uncomfortable, but I encourage you to use those homework helpers that the teacher sends home with your child. And also listen to your child. Listen to the way that they've learned it in school. And instead of saying, no, this is the way I learned it, try to learn from them. And them teaching you is actually going to help strengthen them within that classroom. So our kids are going to have to compete globally. And in order to do that, they're going to have problem-solving skills. And Eureka Math curriculum, it's set up for conceptual thinking. And so it's having students look at problems, figure out how to solve those problems. And that's what they're going to need when they get into the real world. So I truly believe our branding, that students rise, we all rise. And so I hang it in the classroom so that my students will know that they are the focus, that it's all about them. And if we as a community can help them to rise, then our community also is going to rise. And if they're successful, we also will find success. I've actually come to love the Eureka curriculum. As a math teacher for over 20 years, I got very comfortable teaching the way that I knew how to teach. And so this was a little scary at first, but I have found the value for my students. I can see where this is building a strong foundation for my students conceptually, as well as procedure and with application problems. And they're successful with it. And so why would I not embrace it? And so I just encourage all teachers, give it a try, stay the course, and do it for your students. So in Eureka Math, fluency is a time where the kids practice their foundational skills, and by them practicing those foundational skills, it makes them feel more confident when they have to do those more challenging problems. We're going to use our paddle whiteboard first. So let's pick up this one, the paddle whiteboard. Very good. Okay. We are going to take 87 and we are going to round it to the nearest 10. So on your whiteboard, draw your vertical number line. Vertical. Which way is vertical? Show me with your fingers. Which way is vertical? Down. Good. Not our voices, but our fingers. So draw your vertical number line. Don't forget that we learned about our lower endpoints our higher endpoint, and then what goes in the middle. So go ahead and put those 3 numbers on your whiteboard for me. Somebody raise your hand and tell me how many 10s are in 87. How many 10s are in 87, Vincent?
80.
How many 10s? How many 10s? 8 10s. So what number did we write at the bottom of our vertical number line? 80. Very good. How many 10s is 10 more than 8? So if I have 8 10s and I add 1 more 10, how many do I have, Xavier?
No.
I have 9 10s. 90. So what number is at the top of my number line?
90.
90. Here's your challenge question. What number comes in the middle of 80 and 90? Patrick?
85.
85. Everyone make sure you have it on your number line. Look at your number line and look at our number. Is 87 closer to 80 or 90? 80 or 90? I don't want you to tell me. I want you to circle it and hold up your whiteboard and show me. Circle the number it's closer to. Very good. Everyone give yourselves a hand clap. All right, this time I'm going to give you another number, and I'm not going to walk you through. You just have to do it on your own. 53. Go. Hold up your whiteboard when you're done. Don't forget to circle the number that 53 is closest to if it is rounded to the nearest 10. Good job, Jonathan. Very good. Very good. Hold your whiteboard up when you're done. Don't forget to circle. Nice, Xavier. Good job. You're there. Anybody else need to show me? Turn it around, Maurice. Yes. In Eureka Math, application problems are problems where students are taking a real-world situation and they are using a strategy called read, draw, and write to solve those problems. All right, guys, it's time for our application problem. So we have to take out our what? Learn book. Take out your learn book for me. And can someone find the lesson 15 application problem? We are going to add some measurements. So remember we were doing our measurement with our beaker that we made and the beaker that they gave us. What are these? What were we measuring in?
Milliliters.
Milliliters. Very good. And with your table, I want you to find a strategy and add up those measurements. Don't forget, you're going to need to write me a sentence to tell me what your total measurement is after you add. You got it?
Yes.
Can I get a thumbs up if you got it? All right, I should hear you talking to your table about your strategy, and you have 6 minutes.
We had count 46.
Yes.
And then we had count 5 more, so that's how we get to 51.
Wonderful. So you guys added on 5. Good strategy, guys. Keep going.
6 plus 5, and that's 11. Then I added 46. Then I added 46 and 11.
Let's look at that.
But then I added 46 plus 5. My hands.
Well, you said 6 plus 5 is what?
11.
Yes, 11. So now to get 51, what did we add with the 11?
40.
The 40. Good job. So you separated your 10s and your 1s, didn't you? Wonderful strategy, Sanaya. Good job. Oh, but this is a really great strategy. Is there something else I can do with this strategy? So you got started. You have 46, right? What do I want to add to it?
5.
5 what?
5 10s.
Oh, is that 5 10s? What do you think, Michaela? Is this 5 10s?
1. 5 1.
5 1s. So where would I put 5 1s?
You can write 5 little ones inside of it and then add the ones.
Go ahead and do that. Good job. Very nice.
That's 11.
10 plus 40, that is 50.
So that makes a 10.
And 1 plus 0, that's 1.
Right. So what's 50 plus 1?
51.
Very good. You got the answer. So you did the draw. And now, so for the write, we actually don't have to write a long sentence. You're writing your answer, but you're making sure you had your units. You did it right. Good job, Robert. One table who's ready is going to tell me the answer for letter A. 46 milliliters plus 5 milliliters is how many milliliters?
51.
51. Thank you for telling me to gather. In Eureka Math, conceptual development is the major part of the lesson. And so it's usually about 30 minutes, and it's where the new learning actually takes place. Lots of group conversations, lots of hands-on manipulatives, but it's really where students are learning new material. So what we're going to do today is we are going to continue to add, but now our numbers are going to get a little bigger. So what we're going to do today is we're going to add a strategy to our toolbox, okay? So we already know some great strategies. You guys, I saw some people counting up. That's awesome. I saw some people separating their ones and tens. That was awesome. We are going to learn how to compose our numbers, and we're going to do that using our place value chart. Everybody have a place value chart in front of them? All right, get your place value chart. We are going to use some place value discs. So I need everybody to open up your box and go ahead and take a peek inside of that. And I want everyone to pick up one red number disc. Make sure you have your place value chart so that the bar is on top and it's sitting in front of you like this. No, don't write anything. I want you to tell me where that one would go on my place value chart. So you're basically telling me where's your ones place. Put your one red on the ones place for me. Then I want you to look at your neighbor's place value chart and see if you guys agree and discuss that for a moment. Why did they put theirs where they did? Did we all put it in the ones place?
Yeah.
Jonathan, I see that you don't agree with Brianna and Caitlin. Can you tell them why? Talk to them about why you may not agree with where they put their ones place. Do you see how theirs is different from yours?
Ones, hundreds, and thousands.
Is that the order, Jonathan?
Ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands.
Did you hear him? Where's the ones? There you go. Good job. Now we agree? Thumbs up. Good job. All right. How's it going? We all good here?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Good job. Do you guys remember when we used these beakers and we started measuring milliliters? Yes. And then we made a bigger beaker of our own so that we can see how many milliliters went into a liter, right? So our problem today is going to say that we have a beaker, and inside of our beaker is 56 milliliters of water. So what I want you to do is I want you to use your place value discs, and I want you to show me how 56 would look on your place value chart. How many tens would you need? And how many ones would you need? Go ahead and do that now with your table. How many tens and how many ones?
50.
Yes, now how many ones do you need? 56. We're getting 56 milliliters of water. Show me 56. Put it on the board. Where do they go? In what column? Where's my tens and where's my ones? Keep going. Nice job. You almost there, Jonathan? Let me see. Let's count together. 10.
20, 30, 40, 50.
And I want to get to 56. So what am I missing?
One more 10. No.
How many tens are in 56?
5.
Then how many ones are in 56?
6.
Don't tell them. Let them figure it out. There are 6 ones. So go ahead and get your ones. Grab some ones. And then when you put them down, we'll count just to make sure. Is that okay? Can you add 27 more onto your place value chart? How would you add 27 more? I'd like to see that on your place value chart, please. Well, let's add 27. How many tens in 27? 2 tens, so I would need 2 of these. But how many ones in 27?
7.
7 ones, good job. So I want to add 7 more ones there. Can you do that for me, Vincent? Good job. Thank you.
7.
No, wait, this was our first number. Wait, let's put that there. Oh, I see what you did. You put 27, I messed you up. You did put 27, that's beautiful. High five for that. But I wanted you to leave the 56. So can we grab the 56 and put it back with this? There you go, 10. All All right, you got all yours? When he's done, I want you guys to compare and make sure that you have the same thing. We have an awful lot of ones in our ones column, don't we? Yeah, we have a lot of them. Don't talk, but just raise your hand. Listen to my question first. If that's too many ones in my ones column, and I just don't want to have that many ones because I can't carry all those ones. Can somebody tell me, is there a change that I can make with my ones that would help me to have fewer ones? Robert.
10 and 3 ones.
Oh, wait a minute. I got the 10. 10 what?
10, 2.
You're right there.
1 10 and 5 ones.
Okay, wait, listen. Robert said if I want to trade 1 10, I would need 5 ones. Is that correct?
No.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Hold on. Let's let him finish his thinking. But think about it so you can offer a little bit of help. He wants to change a 10, but what should we change a 10 for? Ayana.
Because
Okay, wait, I'm going to give you 1 minute. Talk to your group about if there's a way that we could put some of our ones together. And that's our new word, compose. Beautiful. Tell me how you would do that. Tell each other how you would do that. 20 seconds. Ayana, talk to Ayana. How would you change them? You just told me you would make it a bigger number, but how?
You would put one of the ones to the 10.
Oh, Ayana, you here? Tell her again. Ayana, look at Michaela.
You will put one of the ones to the 10's column.
But would it just take 1 10?
No.
Would it take 1 1 to make a 10? Ayana, how many ones do you think I could use if I want to make a 10?
2.
Oh, did you hear how many? 10. So can you do that? Pick up 10 of them. Good job. Let's get 3 more. Can you get me another one, Xavier? Okay. So you have your 27, right? Can you pick up 10 of the red for me? Okay, if we're going to take 10 of those, put them in there, what should we take out? 10 ones equals 1 10. So can we get another 10 out? Right? So we put back 10 ones and we took out a
10.
Got it? Okay, all right, we're getting there. So on your board, you guys erased 10, correct? Did we pick up 10 off of our board? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I picked up 10 ones, I have to do something. Otherwise, I'm subtracting. What did I have to do, Maurice? I have to add a 10. Okay? Hopefully your board looks like mine. Yes? Thumbs up. This is what we have left?
Yes.
All right. Do you remember where you wrote your 56 at the bottom? Can you now write plus 27? How many 10s did I add when I took away 10 of my ones? How many 10s did I add when I took away my ones? Let's get somebody else that I haven't talked to. Patrick. 1. So we're going to put our 1 right here because we added 1, bless you, we added 1 10. So if I have 1 10 and 3 ones, how much is this together?
8.
Not 8. Wait a minute, Vincent. Wait a minute. You're jumping ahead of me. 1 10 and 3 ones is how much? 13. This is a 10 and 3 ones, we have 13, correct? Yes? Jonathan, how many 10s do I have on my board?
80.
I have how many 10s? 8 10s, so we're going to put the 8 here. And let's double check and make sure that that works. What is 5 plus 2? 7. What is 7 plus 1 more? 8. And so our board place value chart matches our standard algorithm. In Eureka Math, following the conceptual development, we'll do a student debrief. And this is very quick, but it's a time for students to really reflect on a lesson. And so there's some guided questions by the teacher to kind of summarize everything that we learned in that lesson. And then that may be about maybe 7 minutes. And then very quickly we go straight into the exit ticket. 1 or 2 problems just to see what it is that the students learn, to make sure that they understand. And then that exit ticket will guide our instruction for the next day. Can you kind of explain to me what it is that we did today?
We just learned that 56 plus 27 equals 83 by combining our ones with our tens and making enough ones to make a whole 10.
Yeah, so if we took our ones and we turned them into a 10, and what tool did we use today to learn about those?
The place value
We
chart.
used our place value chart. Very good. Thank you, Sanaya.